What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Lexus GS. In today's video, we're going to be putting this car back together. Right now we are at car parts, local car parts here. Let me zoom in. We're here to pick up the intake manifold gasket and the throttle body gaskets so we can put this intake back on the car and just start putting everything back together. So we just picked up the intake manifold gasket. Now all I wanted was the lower gasket, but apparently they sell these in sets, so it comes with the upper gasket. I believe this one is for the one in the back. I'm not sure. This little one right here, I'm not 100% sure, but I guess I'm gonna be doing both, you know. I guess, I don't know. Let's get back to the car. Come on. All right, y'all. So in preparation of putting on the intake manifold, you gotta make sure you clean the surface. Use a microfiber towel, but I don't have it. Well, the ones I have are all dirty already, so I'm just using paper towels here just to make sure it's decent. Nothing crazy. Make sure you don't get any dirt in these the hole where the nut goes in. Yeah, make sure you clean out all the dirt, because when you do take up the manifold, you get a lot of dirt that falls into these holes, and you don't want to have any problem putting on the bolt back. So it's good to just clean the surface, prep it a little bit. I was gonna clean, you know, inside of the but I ain't got the time. I'm just gonna do an engine flush after getting all this done. Hopefully that it helps with some of this blow-bys. Oh, this gunk. It's not that bad though. It's not, at least it's not sitting on the valves. Because I know like BMWs and stuff, like German cars, it's worse. I mean, technically it's worse because those cars are turbocharged, especially turbocharged vehicles. It's worse. But this one is a naturally aspirated V8. And we don't get too much of that, but you still do. You still get some. So just clean some of this. Make sure the surface is flat so that we don't have any leaks, because we don't want to do this job twice. This is not a job you want to do 2 times in a row, because it's a pain. That intake manifold, it's heavy, like really heavy, like 50 pounds. Well, probably close to 50 pounds. But take my word for it, if you haven't done this job, that manifold is heavy. Okay, let's prep the gasket. Get ready to put it on. Okay, do this side first. Wait, let me make sure. Okay, just want to make sure I didn't lay it down or put it on the wrong side. Right there. And gasket number 2. I'm surprised this one doesn't have a stud in the rear, like on that side. That's kind of a little different, but it is what it is. This is perfect. I mean, it's good. It's just the fact that the back ones here doesn't have a stud. That's a problem. I hate that. I wish it did. And I wish I had something that I could put in there to just make it sit right on, but I don't. Okay, one side is done. Let's go to the other side. Here we're doing the second side, and look at these brake pads. Look at this. It was just metal to metal. Nothing left on this one, and this one's just uneven.
Perfect.
All right, yo. So I'm pretty much in the process of, I did the door cards. Some areas I have to retouch a little bit. This, I'm not done with that yet. I'm not done with this yet. I still have to do some retouching. But right now, taking off the passenger, the back seats, and I'm about to clean it up and prep it for paint. Look like broken glass. Either this glass was broken at some point. So take out the seat. All right, guys, so I'm removing the backrest here. I just want to make a quick video clip because I took out the bolts at the bottom. Trying to remove the backrest, it wasn't coming off. Most people don't tell you that under here, it's a little flop here. Under it, there's a 12 millimeter, 12 or 13. In the back here, there's two of them. You got to lift this up, slide it up in order to remove the back seat completely. Now it's completely free. So I wasn't seeing that in any of the seat removal videos. So I figure I put that in there because most people they skip that part. I don't know why. It's stupid. These headrests are done. I still need to touch up on the door panels, the back bottom seat. Probably just need to do another coat on it. I ran out of paint to do the back rest, so I'm gonna run to AutoZone and grab another set of paint. The door panels here needs another coat or two on this one. This one I say needs another one. Yeah, pretty much. All right, yo, moment of truth. Okay, that's not the Lexus running. There's a Silverado right next to me with an exhaust leak running. So fire is right up. These cars run so smooth you can barely hear the engine run. But as you guys can see, it's running. No leaks, no oil oil leaks whatsoever. No misfire, running smooth. So my only problem right now, well, that's not my only problem, but I have these lights on the dash, VSC, ABS. Now I come over here, I'm pressing this VSC button. I don't know what the hell this means, so if I sound stupid, forgive me. But I gotta figure out what that is. Heated seats works. Power, this thing, it all works. Cigarette lighter doesn't work. Radio doesn't even turn on. This aftermarket thing that was put in here like a long time ago doesn't work. Seems like whoever owned the car before was a chronic smoker. At least that's what I believe, because there was cigarette ash everywhere. This thing was disgusting. I had to clean this. I still have a lot of cleaning to do. I'm just gonna repaint. I'm just gonna dye the dash instead of taking it out. I'm just gonna do it while in the car. I'm not gonna kill myself taking all this out. I already did the door panels, the back seats. I need to reinstall the back seats. I need to do the motor for the sunroof because it doesn't close. I did all 4 door panels. The seats, I'm just gonna buy black ones, and this nasty center console. Buy a black one that's in perfect condition. This here, I'll probably just repaint this myself. And the carpet and the headliner, most likely just dye the whole thing. So unless I find like ones that's like really cheap, then I might consider replacing it. But it's a lot of work to take all this apart, and I ain't trying to go through all that. So most likely I will have to just re-dye everything black to what I want it to be. So there you guys have it. The Lexus is running. I already drove it in the parking lot here because yeah, vehicle's not registered yet. I can't take it out on any main roads, but just move it around just a little bit. But I'm having issue with the brake pressure. I didn't bleed the brakes. I'm gonna get a brake bleeder and bleed the brakes properly, because I'm having issue where I'm stepping on the brake. I'm still hearing noise from the brakes, the passenger rear brake pads. It's like making like a scraping or rubbing noise. And I'm stepping on the brakes. I have to step really hard for the car to stop, and that's not safe. So I'm gonna bleed the brakes, make sure just to rule that part out. And if that's not the issue, it's most likely a brake booster or master cylinder, something that's causing that issue. So, but what I'm looking towards is most likely air in the brakes. So I'm gonna bleed the brakes and take it on from there. So again, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.